Hey, how are you guys? Okay, so for those who don't know me, I'm Brian, and I graduated from Imperial College London this year, which happened last month, and I'm now doing a master's degree at the University of Cambridge. And I learnt a lot academically, but what's really important to me is what I learnt outside of the academics, which I really want to share. So I wanted to make this video as a reminder to myself and for others out there who might need the advice or which might work with them. So I'm going to share what happened with me that made me really comfortable with myself and what made me a much happier and much more confident person. So here's a tip. It is to not care about others at all, what they think, and to stop chasing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not asking you to be a terrible person. I'm just seeing if you could use this to be less dependent on the other people and how they feel towards you. Yeah. Let me just give an example of what happens to everyone in their undergraduate degrees, including myself. I realize that a lot of people and a lot of my friends, including myself, used to always want to be in a relationship, and then they start chasing and they start relying on other people and they start depending their feelings on others, and they start thinking about, oh, what could have been if I had a partner, or oh, what am I missing out on, right? Whereas actually, what they're missing out on is the beautiful things that are happening around themselves, the experiences that they're going to have, but instead they're busy thinking about what they're missing out on, and they start to project this feeling on what could have been, whether fantasy, and stop being present in the moment and just being themselves. Like, life gets so much more beautiful if you start enjoying being yourself and stop relying and being dependent on others. And let me tell you what actually happens when you start doing that. The good things, including the people, start coming to you. And I think, this is just my theory, and it's not proven, I think it's because when you start being confident and happy with yourself, people start thinking that you're more attractive, you're a more confident person, you're a happy person. And to put things in a different perspective, if you're not happy with being yourself, then how do you really expect other people to be happy with you, right? Like, this all makes sense. So if there's only one thing that you and I, myself, will take away from this, it's to stop being dependent on others. And ultimately, that's going to give you so much more confidence and happiness. So whatever your next event is, whether it's a dinner, a boiler room, or just going out, just start enjoying being by yourself. Start enjoying the event by yourself, and the good things will happen immediately. And trust me, it's not easy to do it, since every once in a while I start to think about others' feelings again and start to think about others again. So you kind of need to constantly remind yourself, which is what I'm doing with this video. I also like to share. So, yeah, hopefully that helps, and see you guys. Love, peace, and fortune.